Hello and welcome everyone to Books with Sakshi. I really hope you're doing great. In today's video, I'm going to review a book, and the title of the book is Long Run, A Paradise Augmented, which is written by author T. Sathish. It is 200 pages long and it comes under the genre of fiction, but there are subgenre as well, like it has love, it has friendship in it, and it has a lot to do with stock marketing. I recently finished reading this book and I really enjoyed reading it because it was very simple to read and engaging throughout, and my rating for this book would be 4 out of 5. Now we'll discuss about the characters of this book and we'll see what the plot of this book is. So our very first character is Raghu and he is our protagonist. He works as an investment manager in Growfast company, which is actually stock market related. Another character of importance after Raghu is Anu, who works in the marketing company and she is in a relationship with Raghu. Raghu and Anu are both in a relationship since their college times. They eventually fall in love with each other, and music was something that brought them together. It is always astonishing to see that how art like music, poems, movies or books can bring two people closer or more people closer for that matter. And the same happens in case of Raghu and Anu. Music, especially by Kishore Kumar, is something that brings them both close to each other. And before they know it, they're already in love with each other. But as they say that starting years of any relationship is just honeymoon period. As soon as Raghu and Anu are out of their college life and they are moving in different directions in order to pursue their career, they come across many challenges in the relationship. Definitely every relationship has to overcome ups and downs and every obstacle has to be dealt with, but in such cases efforts have to be made from both the sides if you want something to work. Now, to give you a little more insight about the characters and how they are exactly, Raghu is a kind of person who is very ambitious, and there is no harm in being ambitious because we are nothing without our dreams. But then there is a certain limit to it as well. As job demanded, Raghu had to travel from places to places and meet several people. Whereas Anu was a bit practical and she didn't want much from life except peace and love. So as you can see that there's difference in expectations in both these characters. If someone wants this, then other person wants that. And when there is a difference, when there's a conflict, tension is bound to arrive. Read this book to know what will happen as Raghu will keep climbing the stairs of success each and every day, but at the same time he is also climbing the stairs that are leading him away from Anu. What will happen to the relationship? Will it survive or will it fall apart? Will Raghu achieve the success he so dearly wants, or will he realize that success too has its limit and one should limit themselves to it? Now, when you read books, there are characters and their characteristics you like and you dislike. And so here's a similar thing. There are few things that I liked about Raghu and Anu, while there were few things that I disliked. To start with Raghu, I really liked how, first of all, ambitious and passionate he was towards his work. He was definitely very hardworking, very determined, and he just gave it all to whatever he was doing. So this is like a good thing and you can definitely take inspiration from this. But on the other side, as a reader, when you will read it, you will just kind of form this feeling of hatred towards Raghu. Especially I did it, because he is so ungrateful. He doesn't feel grateful enough. He takes everyone for granted. Whoever is close to him, he just takes them for granted, and he is totally blind in this limelight of success that he just cannot see anything beyond that. And so there will come a point where you will start hating Raghu, at least I feel, because the writing style is just so perfect, and it's very strong, so you get a clear idea about the kind of personality Raghu is. And so I guess the writing style is strong enough to make you hate him for some time. Like really, at one point I just hated him, like to the extent I cannot even tell you. But you will surely form this feeling towards him when you will read this book. Now coming to Anu, there is nothing particular that I disliked about her. Everything was just good about her, and her character was also perfectly portrayed in this book. And she is definitely, portrayed as a very strong and bold woman who just knows when to let go. And she is very sensitive, very caring, very loving, and at some point you just form a connection with her so much. While you're disconnecting yourself from Raghu, you form a connection with Anu, and you are more likely to relate with Anu and how she's feeling, and whatever her priorities are and whatever her expectations are from her future life, you'll be able to relate yourself with it. Last but not the least, here's one another character which I haven't talked about so far, and he's Ram, who is basically mutual friend of Anu and Raghu from their college days only. And so Ram is also like, just giving us major friendship goals because he's always there to help out his friends. And I also liked his character so much in the book. I've already mentioned about the writing style, that how it is so engaging and strong, and it is very simple and beginners friendly, I would say. So if you want to read a short book, it's 200 pages long only. As I said, you can definitely give this book a try. Language is easy and also it is fast paced. Now, last section of this video will include the strengths and weaknesses of this book. To start with strengths, I would say the book is overall very engaging, very inspiring. It's very raw and honest, and it takes you from the journey where, Raghu is very ambitious, and he has this passion of making big, and he's slowly getting there, and how at time is also losing relationship which he had with people. And but now I'm not going to say what happens at the end, as it's going to be a spoiler, but the ending will surely, make you realize the reality. And this whole book feels so real, so relatable. All the human emotions are, portrayed in the book very clearly with uncut narration. And so this is like, I believe, one of the strengths, because there is no sugar coating or anything done. So that is, I guess, one strength that I can think of. Other than that, the characters feel so real, and the author did not rush. Even though the book is fast paced, you will not feel that, the author is jumping from one thing to another very quickly. Everything is, perfectly balanced, and there's everything that you need to know. This is another thing. Also, I really liked how the author, blended this fiction with a pinch of, um, hallucination factor, and how we connected it a little bit with psychological elements. And I really like that thing. So that's like a kind of a twist which you'll experience at the end, and I really like that twist a lot. Now, coming to weaknesses, this is not exactly weakness, but I would say that if you're not from the stock market related field, if you have no knowledge or zero knowledge, just like me, about this whole thing, that then, there's like a lot of stuff, that covers these things, that, about the market, about the stocks, about investments, and etc., etc., about the companies and all. And so this was something that even I did not understand. So if you have no knowledge about it, you're not going to understand that as well. So my only thing was that, my only feedback is that, it could be limited or reduced, because people not belonging from that field will not be able to understand or relate, or even feel interested when these kind of, parts come into the story. This is what I feel. But other than that, everything is just so perfect. It is very enjoyable, and this book, I believe, everyone can read easily and take inspiration from the life of Raghu and Anu. And that is it for today's video. I really hope you found this book interesting enough to catch your attention, and in the description box I'll put the link of the book. You can get the book from there and share this video with your friends, so even they can know about this book. that is it. And if you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Do subscribe to my channel if you're new here. I'll see you in the upcoming videos. Until next time, take care, keep reading.